Sorry guys, we got cut off there. Okay, so I know it's going to be floors per second because it's y over x. So floors per second, we know that the x goes here, so this is seconds, and we know the y goes here, so that's floors. X is seconds, y is floors. Pick 2 points. I'm going to pick the easy ones, here and here. That's 0, 2, 0 seconds, second floor. 4 seconds, I'm at 0 floor. So I'm going to switch colors right here for a quick. Now the change in y was a positive 2. So the change in y, how y changed was, I'm sorry, negative 2. Holy cow, sorry. Negative 2. I went down 2 to 0, I went down 2. 0 to 4, I went up 4. So I went down 2 floors, and it took me 4 seconds. Now you just divide. Negative 2 divided by 4 gives you a negative 0.50 floors per second. You got a half a point for the negative 0.5. You got a half a point for floors per second. All right, B. This is nice and easy because they already gave it to us in a table. So, again, change in y over change in x. So here's y, here's x. Y is floors, that goes on top. X is seconds, that goes on bottom. So it's the change in y over the change in x. Oops, sorry, you can't see. Okay, so we've got change in y over change in x. Y is the floors, x is the seconds. So let's find the change. From 2.5 to 3, I had to add 0.50. Sorry, scared me. To go from 1 to 2, I had to add 1. So the change in y is positive 0.50 floors, and it took me 1 second. 0.50 divided by 1 gives you 0.50 floors per second. So your rate is a positive half a floor, 0.50 of a floor, for every 1 second. All right, C. Let me get a piece of paper out here. So let's talk about C for a second. All right, C again is a graph, so we know we're going to have to make a table. My x is seconds. My y is floors. Okay, so pick 2 points. You've got to pick it perfectly on the line. So here's a perfect one. That's 0, negative 2. Here's another one, 1, 1. And keep following. Here's another one, 2, 4. Now you could do it from any of these, okay? It's easier if you do it from the positive ones. So let's do it from the positive ones. From 1 to 4, I went up 3. Well, we could do it this way. From the negative 2 floor to the first floor, I went up 1, 2, 3 floors. So I went up 3 floors. From 1 to 2, I added 1. From 0 to 1, I added 1. Remember that it's the change in y is floors, over seconds, which is seconds. My floors was a positive 3. My seconds was 1. So it's 3 divided by 1. 3 divided by 1 gives me 3 floors per second. All right, and D. D says Kono saw that the elevator was on floor 6. 5 seconds later, it was on floor 1. Well, if I make a quick graph, and I say, okay, it was on floor 6. So let's say this is 0 right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So here's the 6th floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Negative 1, negative 2, negative 3. It was on floor negative 1. Okay, so here's 1 second, 2 second, 3 second, 4 second, 5 seconds, 6 seconds. So it was on floor negative 1 5 seconds later. So here's 5 seconds. Here's my seconds. 5 seconds later, it was at negative 1. So again, it's floors over seconds. How many seconds did it take me? 5 seconds. Now let's count how many floors it went down. It went down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it went down 7 floors. To get from the 6th floor to 1 below the ground, it's -7. So -7 divided by 5 gives you -1.4 floors per second. That negative will get you every time. So take a second, pause, and tell me what you got wrong or what you know now on your paper. Last one. Again, it's floors over seconds. Floors over seconds. From 16 to 10, I had to go down 6. From 0 to 3, I went up 3. So -6 floors, which means I went down 6 floors, and it took me 3 seconds to do it. So if I went down 6 floors in 3 seconds, -6 divided by 3, I went down -2 floors per 1 second. And there's your rate. -2 floors or down 2 floors every second. Okay, for the next, go ahead and start on the next video.